Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bling Bling Jam in 2026 in January. I can't believe that the holidays are already over. That was crazy. It went by so fast, and it's great to be back in the new year with you guys. It's going to be a great Bling Bling Jam Zoom tonight. But before that, just have some announcements. First of all, I said it earlier, we're so sorry for the loss of Claire Marcotti, who had attended Bling Bling for many years and she lived by me. We found that out this morning. Really sad if you didn't know her, or if you did know her, she's an amazing person. And it's always sad when we lose one of our family members, a balloon artist. It really is. So it was a moment that I didn't expect. I was actually going to call her today, and I saw the posting and go, "Oh man, this is crazy." So you know what I always say: be kind to everybody because we all need each other. You never know what tomorrow is going to bring, and it's so true, good or bad, right? So I appreciate all you guys and appreciate you guys all being here and not just Blooming Jam family, but you're all my friends too. And I want you guys all to know that. So with that said, we are gearing up for the new dates of Bling Bling Jam, the 8th through the 12th of November. Yes, the hotel, you'll find out shortly as soon as I know. I got some bids in there, okay? And because we are also having a different theme this year, one that we had 11 years ago, which is the wedding theme. And I found out asking Cecilia, who we love, how many years she was married to her husband. She said 20. I said, perfect. Do you want to marry him again? And she said, let me think about it. Okay. So anyway, the answer was yes. And I asked Debbie, who made her own wedding dress on her 30th, renewal of her vows, okay, at Bling Bling Gym was our second year. If she would make the dress, Debbie, if you don't know her, is one of the number one dressmakers in the balloon world. Most of the people that make dresses today learned it from her or one of her DVDs, as many of us did, myself as well. Yep. And so she's amazing, and it's going to be an amazing event. What's going to happen is, just so you guys are clear and understand it, we are going to create a whole wedding. So Cecilia's going to be getting married, and she's going to be in a wedding dress. We're going to hopefully, and it might change. There's anything so much to change. I have a video from. Oh, she has what I gave her at the last Bling Bling Gym. Oh no, that's so funny, Cecilia. I gave her at the end of Bling Bling Gym this summer. I gave her a veil, and we played a little song about getting married. It was great. So thank you for that, having that ready, Cecilia. I love it. So with that said, you guys are all invited to the wedding party, okay? So it's going to be like a real deco twisting event. So the goal is to create a whole wedding atmosphere. And again, some things might change, but we have a video of Debbie's wedding that I can repost so you guys can see. It's on the Bling Bling Jam YouTube station. If you guys are not subscribed to that, you should be because I have interviews in there, more coming. I know Doug's going to be doing shortly, and also different things from the past Bling Jams and tutorials and many things like that will be on there coming forward. But there's a lot of good content already. So in there, you guys will have an opportunity to make things like make a dress if you want to be in the wedding party or a hat or whatever it is. We're also going to hopefully have a balloon gazebo. Will Cecilia and her husband will get married underneath. Okay, I'm going to be the minister, and then we're going to create walls. Okay, we're going to create a balloon gate and fantasy flowers, and you'll see if you see the video. We're going to really create an actual working big build, if that makes any sense. One that actually makes sense, one that's fun, and one that I believe the media will come out to as the media comes out to Bling Jam every year. So if you want to be in something historical, something you don't want to miss, this will be the wedding of the century. You don't want to miss it, okay? It's going to be off the hook, and it's a real deco twisting event, and we've done it before 11 years ago, so we know what we're doing, but we're going to do it really well and fun, and I can't think of anybody funner outside of Debbie than Cecilia. So it's going to be great, and we're going to have a really, really good time. And we love Cecilia, and it's going to be exciting. Her family's coming in from Peru, so it's actually a personal thing too as we do it. And what we want is not for you guys just to experience it and take pictures and be part of it, right? But take some of those skills that you learn and take it back home so that you can possibly market different things if you choose to as well. The other parts of Bling Bling Gem that were discussed, and again, I always like to hear feedback no matter what we do. Everybody's not always 100% happy, right? And some things happen, I try to make everybody happy, but I don't think that works, but we try. So one of the things we're looking at doing is having no more than three twisting classes a day because the twisters want to jam, okay? And that's been the consensus. So we're looking at doing two in the morning, right? Then having lunch and one in the afternoon. Now, does that mean that we won't have repeat stuff? No, we will. The classes, the teachers will be back in the jam room afterwards to repeat what you learned and or do it again and or create more things. Okay. The decorators want full classes and they're in a separate area, meaning they want classes from like 9 in the morning to like 5, where the twisters just want to really jam a lot and not forget what they learned. So if you guys like that, don't like that, love to hear feedback. So far, everyone likes that, okay, because we want people to remember what they're learning and also take what they learn and take it to another level and or create. But that's what it's all about, right? With that said, we also always have an element of magic at the Bling Bling Jam and face painting, and we're looking at that as well. The first thing in the order is the balloon classes to be all dealt with, and I know that we took the again the time of year when Fave used to be, and they had more magic and more face painting. We've always had it, but not a lot, just a little bit. So we're going to see how that goes, and we expand upon that, but one thing at a time, because like I'm not a face painter, I don't know that world that well, but I do know the magic world, so I'm good in that area, right? So I we got some interesting teachers that are going to be announced, and I think you guys will be really excited when you hear about it. I'm keeping a lot of things tight to a degree as I have to. We're going to build the excitement up, but believe me, this will be the best Bling Bling you guys have ever seen, and everyone's going to be talking about it. So you're not going to want to miss it, and you want to tell your friends, just like some of you guys did. Thank you, Angie, on Gabby or Grizel, and also there's somebody else in here. Oh, Fernando, but then also David Zapper talked to both of them as well. So it's awesome. So awesome. Any questions on that, on anything I just said, real quick before we get started? All right. We do tend to have a pretty packed Zoom. When you register for Bling Bling Jam or are registered, just so you guys all know, you get all the Zooms. Obviously, the month of November, I will not be doing a Zoom because I'll be working on the convention, right? But otherwise, as Zooms, these are recorded. They'll be going in a private group, okay? And that's where you'll see the replays. If folks are registered, if you're here for the first time, you'll have access to that later on, plus all the twisting classes at Bling Bling Jam as well. So if somebody says, "Oh my gosh, I can't go now," you can still do virtual. It's still worth it. 375. You get a lot of content, and it helps support the event. So awesome. All right, I think that's everything, and I think I'm gonna call on who should we do first? Darren, do you need to go on first, or do you want to? No, okay, because I know it's the latest for you. That's why I ask. Okay, Paul, you want to go on first? Okay, I am going to
Oh,
unmute
why
you.
not?
I'm going to pin you, bigger than life. And if you guys don't know Paul, he's been to Bling Bling Gym several times. He's originally from Massachusetts. That's why he has my accent. And he's lived similar accents. He's lived in Baltimore, Florida, and had an office in China. He actually was the first person, or one of the originators, I should say, of the Florida Super Jam. And he also was one of the first people to create a fashion show in China with Balloon Couture. And he sent people all over. And he always does the White House and the White House candle lighting and many things like that. So if you don't know Paul, you want to know Paul. He's a great person to know. He comes from, and if I'm saying it wrong, you can correct me. He comes from a household of brothers and relatives that were in the circus as well. And I know he does stilt walking, I've seen, and bike stuff and all kinds of stuff. And I think you were involved with the clown groups too, and magic and all that. So he's kind of a universal entertainer. And even if you just hang out with him to talk or have a drink, he's entertaining you. So, with that said, Paul, take it away.
Well, we'll make sure we have some fun in Vegas.
Oh, exactly.
I'm
All right,
coming.
since
I'm just going to mute
Valentine's
everybody.
Day,
Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
since Valentine's Day is so close, I have a couple simple things and some old favorites I just wanted to show. During the convention itself, I have some surprises for some holiday and some performance bits that almost anyone can do. This is a creation here I'm going to do first.
Laureen Horry. Laureen.
This is something that I call a lover's braid or two hearts as one. And it's something that's incredibly simple. Where for this, I like to use two different colored hearts. So the traditional red. And just make a loop around there, about the size of the hand. Or what would be a traditional 4. It could be a little smaller, it could be a little larger. And we're going to do another one of those. But if we're doing a lover's braid where there's 2 balloons, then I recommend having 2 different colors. And for this, I'm going to use a yellow heart. Sometimes I'll use pink. And for the stems, I might end up using purple, yellow, different colors. But you could change that around depending on your preference. Just 3-fold twists. And I'm figuring for Valentine's Day, there's 2 flowers over here. Very simple ones. And I noticed one, it's a bit shorter than the other, but we're going to take care of that. Take these, join them right over here at the neck part of it. And now, because one is noticeably longer, just take the pink one in this case and angle it out a little more. And as you notice, it's coming up to be about the same height.
15.
And now for these, the petals, we're going to transform the 3 on one and 3 in the other into a 6-petal flower. So just move them up so that they alternate the colors. This is something that could easily fit in a vase or a coffee mug or a glass, so it can go on a table. It's something that's very quick and cute. You can put the names of the man and the woman or whoever right on there. Or you could leave it just blank without the names. Taking that even simpler, this next bit could actually be a whole performance bit in itself. You fully inflate, leaving a tail of maybe 2 to 3 inches on the end. And this is something that can be done as a stage bit or comical routine that maybe I'll show it another time. But when you come out with a balloon, I started as like rocket balloons. I have a cluster of those. So it's like a bouquet of flowers I offer to a young lady that's in the audience. As she goes to grab them, I let them go. And they fly all over the place, and I'm chasing, trying to grab them. And then I say, that's okay, I have something else for you. And I'll take a hot balloon and inflate it, which could also be a clown nose. So there's a lot of play off in it. And then taking your hand, put it there.
Lo que yo les digo y los ofrezco, o sea, ofrezco.
And it almost seems like you're molding the balloon as you're inflating it. And I'll go and hand this to the person. They say, no, I'm going to make that even a little bit more special. And then I'll take a green balloon while they're holding the heart and do a little comical bit as I'm stretching it, and then inflate it, leaving it as you saw there, tying it on, and make maybe a 1 or 2 finger bubble just to make a little pinch twist, and repeat that 2 more times. And now what you have is this, which you can also balance it on your nose. I'm not sure if we can see that much over here. And then catch it in your arms as it falls. Take this, fold it over so it's an S twist or a Z twist, some people call. Squeeze in the middle, turn it around, and reposition it. Mold one side, just squeeze and bend a little to mold the other size. And it's a cute little flower, a heart flower, I call it, that you can put in a glass. And I'll tell them when you get home, put that in a glass. Of course, because of the way it's made, you can always add attachments here for teddy bear, poodle, for a puppy love version. All right, we're going to go into something different now. Can everybody see these okay?
Everything looks
Yes.
good.
Yes.
All right, great. This is one I call a Valentine bouquet. And I actually used to sell these on Valentine's Day at like 25 bucks a piece. And it's just triple braid, hearts, and it's something that pops out and it's different. We're going to try doing that right now. Trying to figure out where my balloons are over here. So you take 3 green balloons, inflate all the way up to the end, leaving maybe an inch, inch and a half, or a 2-finger tail. And I'm going to do 2 more of those right now. Tie the end together and add on the 3rd one. This is something that's also very quick to do. A little different from the usual. Maybe it'll take you 3-4 minutes or so. I'm taking all 3 of those and I squeeze them together and just turn the bubbles. That saves in a lot of the time and the twisting. Now for the triple braid. And you can use your own judgment as far as how long you want these ends. Now the next point, sorry, I'm bouncing around over here trying to get my balloons. But now add the hearts, just tie them right on the end here. So that's 1. And of course, you don't need to tie the heart balloon because you're tying it as you're wrapping it around the end. This. And the 3rd. All right, I'm back to here now. Which leaves a good point. Normally I wait. After I turn this numerous times, that unwrapped. Normally I wait till after the next step before I add a green piece for this leaves, but I'm going to do that right now. So you're fully inflated, burp out a little air. Let's form 2 leaves or a figure 8. Wrap these right there. And once again, mold the balloon. That was actually the first time I had them unravel on me, but that if I did this sooner, it would stop that from happening. And now for the petal flowers. Normally I do for this a 5 petal flower, but you can do a 6 petal flower depending on what your preference is. And for this, I use my thumb when I do this. So then you don't even have to look at the balloons. You just wrap the balloon around your thumb. It ends up being quicker for me. And most times when I'm doing balloons, I'm not looking at the balloons themselves unless I have to. I'm always looking at the audience. I'd rather see them than my balloon. So in this case, I'll stick with 5, but I could do 6. Break off the end. And very simple, take this, wrap it around once, reposition. And I'm going to continue that again. So I'm leaving once again a 4 or 5 inch tail, but you're not using the whole length anyways. 1, 2, 3. And sometimes I'll wrap them around when I'm part way through. And as you notice on the balloons, I'm not trying to get perfect proportions. I go more for effect. And by doing that, I end up saving a lot of time, and occasionally it comes out perfect. Sometimes it might be a little odd, but I'm still getting the effect I want. Take that heart, wrap it around once. And one more of these, we're almost there. And by doing it this way, you're going to see the difference of how it looks with doing a 5 petal flower or a 6 petal flower. But you do whatever you're comfortable with. Pull fold twist, pull the knot through, and then just repeat this. So you have 5 loops. Sometimes I'll wrap around just to secure it a little better. Now I have another 5 petal. I probably don't have to tie that off right there. But I always do that for a little extra security. And here we go. You can position these three parts any way you like by bending it in or rotating it around. And you be the judge. It's a 6-pedal and a 5-pedal. All right, now we're going to try something else. Oh, and I did tell you that you can balance these. All the balloons should be well balanced. Now, another thing for Valentine's Day that a lot of us use, it's the braided hearts. And there's so many things you can do, and I use this in a large stage performance also. I'm using red and white just to have a little differentiation here. But a lot of times for Valentine's Day, I'll end up using it where it's all red. If it's during the holidays, of course, I use red and white. I'm going to do one more of these. And then you'll see what I'm putting together. So I'm taking fully inflated balloons. I'm just burping a little air, so they're a little stronger. And I'm wrapping them around all the way up to the very end. Now, what's nice about these, it's something that's very simple to do, but I'm going to turn this and turn it into a candy cane. And what I'm bending down, I'm always use the end that I started the twist with because it's a little tighter and it looks better. And in this case, I'll bend that down about 1/3. Fold it a little more. And we have ourselves a candy cane. Now, if I do the same to the other, you could also take it, and some people like to roll it. And they get a candy cane that way. So whichever way you like. And during the holidays, I usually have a message where someone's helping out with a routine. And I'll give a candy cane to one person, a candy cane to the other, and let them know that when they get together, or when two people for Valentine's Day get together, or sometimes for a wedding, when they're getting together and sharing, they find out it makes something even better. Now, this in itself, if you do a base where you put that on, you have yourself a little balloon frame. But right now, I'm going to just turn those together. And you can tighten these together right here, and that would be done. But I had another idea to work with this. Using the magic hat, you can attach one on one side, one on the other side. Can everyone see this okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
You have yourself a heart there where I did this for Debbie's wedding where I made a cake.
You sure did.
But you could I put it on the ends like this, but you could also put it in the middle, the heart there. If you put it in the end, what it does with a basic hat, it gives a spot in the middle where you can put two teddy bears hugging and kissing each other, or two dogs or something like that. Something a little bit more romantic. So if you're putting it in the center, since I didn't do two teddy bears, Just take the bubble on the top of the hat or any one. And there you go. See if we can get this, if you can view it. I don't know if it's in the frame.
It looks great. Yes.
But it's a very simple idea. Also, what I do with the heart itself, there can be many lead up. I do a full balloon limbo contest after a magic routine where I produce the balloons from what I call candy cane ropes. But I'll end up having these connected and they're stretched out, and there'll be a limbo contest where everyone's going across the floor and going under it, and it gets lower and lower. But after doing a limbo contest, if it's during a wedding or it's a Valentine creation, I'll show you if I can undo this. All right. Now we have this. I'm going to show you this just because I think it's pretty cool. This you're not going to see in the frame because it's going to be stretched out. But in a moment, you're going to see that come together. And in this case, I'll use clear, but usually I'm using a different color. Just to do the basic helmet. Basic helmet, taking these connections together. And while this is going on, there's so much patter you can do that it's crazy. That's going to be on one side. We're getting there.
Guys, if you're coming in and I don't know your name, I might delete you off. So it just says iPhone. Let me know who you are so I don't. Thank you.
Most balloon twisters don't realize that the balloons that they're creating, they're almost doing a whole performance for the person in front of them. And if you look at them just a little bit differently, you'll start realizing there's so much material that's out there that you could perform. And you can do some of those bits while you're in a line twisting, or you can do them as full stage routines. Like that simple heart flower, that is actually a large routine that they could turn into, but you can do a short piece of it while you're in line doing twisting, which is very quick. Now we see this. And I see the couple. Usually I'm looking in the audience for someone who's a husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner. And I'll take them as the volunteers for this. You put this on one end and the person's over at the other side on the other end, and I'm looking at them and say, no, too far apart. We'll have to bring you closer together. And this is where we take this and just wrap them around. And I think you already see where I'm going with this. Freezing the balloon here. Might have to do a little adjustment. Turn this. And now what you've just done, you have one person with this on the head, and the other person has that on the head, and they're close enough where they could probably kiss. Usually I'll give to the gentleman my rose ring, and he'll put it on her finger, and they're either standing or they'll drop to their knees at that point. So it's just a fun bit that's very simple to do. And
That's awesome, Paul.
that's it.
Good deal. Can we get a picture with all your balloons?
Yeah, hold on a moment. I gotta find them all.
Sure. I know that Nick and Sally did that at Debbie's wedding too. They were kissing on the dance floor. It was great.
So let's do this one first. And if you don't know
Sure.
what it is, it looks like total chaos.
Got it? Got it.
All set?
Yep. And then we'll see who made it. Got it?
I don't know. Did I leave anything out? I think that
No,
was.
I think that was it. Paul, that was great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Let's see if anybody has any questions and see who also made it. Any questions for Paul?
And at the Bling Bling Jam too, I'll show things where there's more performance aspects, whether you're in line twisting or whether you're doing a large stage presentation.
Yeah, so we haven't
That
announced
Valentine
Paul.
bit where the two are connected, that kills.
Yeah. We haven't announced that Paul's gonna be teaching, but now you know. So, but it's gonna be great. We're excited to have you back, Paul. Did anybody make that? And if you did, can you sh put it up so we can take a picture? Did anybody follow along? Sarah in Mexico, Giselle, Christina. Anybody else? Let's do a good group shot. Awesome. Good job, everybody. Sam, good job. Awesome. I think I got everybody. Well, there's
And
two
it looked great
screens. Hold
out
on a
there.
second. I didn't see the rest of the screen. Yep. Okay. Great. Any questions for Paul? Okay. Next, we're going to bring on Miss Cecilia, who is going to be the gal getting married or remarried, as we said earlier. And Cecilia, if you could turn your camera to the side, if that's possible, that'll be great. And a quick intermission just to welcome the other folks who just came on. David is in Texas. Welcome, welcome. Is that my friend in Dubai or in Italy right now? Is that you, Andre? I think it's Andre. Welcome. And let's see. Nick is in New York. Welcome, welcome. Roxanne is in Oregon. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Luke Bay is in California. Arla, I think, is in Virginia. Welcome, welcome. Zach and Zoe, I forget what state you guys are in, but welcome. And Techi is in, I think they're in Pennsylvania. And Techi is in Peru. And Lorene is in California. Aaliyah and Tina are in Pennsylvania. I think I welcomed everybody that I missed before, right? If I didn't, let me know.
Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. Awesome. Glad you guys are here. All right. We're going to bring our Woman of the Year back on. On. How you like that? So, Sia, take it away.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna share with you something. I was thinking Valentine's. So I have two designs, and it's Valentine's because I'm using a heart for one that is gonna be a card, you know. But the fun part is to make it with the heart, and it's a cartoonish idea. But
I love that, Cecilia.
so let's do this first. But the other one, it's gonna be for the Super Bowl, and I like this because it's just two balloon crumbs.
Great.
Use it for line twisting with the weaving, and then keep going and make the ball. So let's start with the heart because this is the heart, and then the other one is gonna be easier. Grab a heart and try to make it. I'm gonna go slow. I promise. Grab a heart 7-inch and inflate it. something like you see the heart, but it's like the idea is soft and it's squishable, so you can grab bubbles from at least one of the sides of the heart. So I'm gonna just lose a little bit of air to make it soft and squishable. Just so you know, the brand I'm using is this one because it give you 7-inch heart. And that's why. Okay, and this is another cool trick. You tied it, but not too tight. Okay, that you tied it, but not too tight. Don't worry, you're not gonna lose air. In a moment, we're gonna roll that tight part. So it's just tight, but not too tight. And then we're gonna grab 2 5-inch rounds for the tires. So black is a good idea. But whatever you have with you, it's okay. So 2 blacks, 5-inch rounds, inflated until you know you're gonna split it in half like eyeballs, but it's gonna be tires. So you don't want too big, something like, look, something like this, something that you know you're gonna be able to split it in half. So, and I tied it just like this. So how we do this, the tires, we grab it, and by squishing and twisting kind of at the same time, regulating the same amount of air for the tires. Okay? So now you have tires, 1, and you have to repeat this, so then you have already the other pair of tires. If I'm going too fast, please tell me, because it will be great if you give it a try to this. It's just fun. Okay, 4-finger bubble. Again, kind of that's my 4-finger bubble, right? Yours may be different, but something that you know you can split it in half. So I tie it like this, and then grab it from the nozzle all the way to the other side, squish, measure the air, so they are the same size while you twist it. And then with the nozzle here, I just wrap it around so it stays there. So you have 4 tires. Now, you will need also a balloon 260 if it's the same color as your heart. So red hits my heart. I'm going to inflate it, leaving approximately 6-finger tail. So something like this. And you tie it.
That's 8 fingers.
Now we have all the balloons pretty much ready, and we're going to put it together. So with the heart, we just have to grab one of the sides that I don't know, from the heart part. And so I cover for a moment this to push the air there and stretch the balloon. And then my left hand kind of like make a little circle, a little bubble. And it's approximately 2-finger bubble. You twist and connect it with a pair of tires. So you connect it there, twist it. There we go. Now, you will say, oh, but you can do the same here in the other side of the heart. But it's easier now if you have this part. Remember, I told you not to tie. You can roll it. Now, look, there's space there better to grab a bubble from there. And you have this kind of a cool concept of the car, like got the effect that is going that direction.
I love that.
And now from this bubble, you can make it as a pinch twist. So then it looks supposed to be clean, you know. And then you just grab that tire and pass it around and love things. Okay, now you may have something like this. I like that you have a space in between the front tires and the back tires.
Exactly.
Now we're gonna kind of even, right now here you can put eyeballs and it can be a car, probably, but one more balloon, 6-finger tail, is the red I told you, we're connected. Look, that big pinch twist that is from the nozzle of the heart, I put it on the front, but you decide which one do you prefer. But that little bubble there, I know I'm gonna make another bubble with this red 260. So I'm gonna just connect it there, wrap it around, and then I'm gonna make another bubble pinch twist. Like another 2 or 3-finger bubble pinch twist to make things more stable. Okay, and then from here, I also wanna go with something 4 or 5-finger bubble with them 2-finger bubble, something like this. Then keep going like that triangle concept of 5 or 6-finger bubble. Then another 2-finger bubble. And you're gonna close that just to give it that part of the car that it goes in the back. So close this triangle concept with the same size bubble as this one here. So it was what, 5 finger long? And then put it together, twist it together, and it goes something like this. And with the rest, you just have to go around, all the way around. So that's what I'm gonna do. To one side, go around. This bubble, you can leave it on the bottom. So just squish, pass it around, leave it on the bottom, because it's gonna help you to also put it in between the tires from the front. So it's a spacing also in between the front tires. And I'm off. So that's right now. I'm just gonna close it, nice and gentle. But that's it. Then the rest you can use it to wrap it around, put things together, wrap it around. So at the end, the bubble of the heart and the bubble of the pinch twist are gonna be pretty much on the same level, wrapping it around by the leftover of the 260. So you can now lose the air of your 260. There we go. And wrap it around, tight it. That's it. Now let's put things in a better position. So it looks so crazy, right? So we put things in better position. So look at your design. We should put those pinch twists from the car, separate, the tires, the front tires, the back tires too. And here you can always, pull the ears as pinch twists. You can have that shape. Then the car too have this angle better. And even this triangle, you can bend it if you want to give it more shape. But pretty much now it's just the rest, adding some of the, if you have a 160 white to make it like go in that direction. So then, what is that called? Well, humo, we say, no? Del carrito. But also, it can be fire if you want to make it fun, with some orange and yellow, pretending it's fire. But this can be easier right now to show you. It's just with a half of a 160, you can make a couple pedals and then just connect it. You can just create a couple pedals or pinch twists. For my twist, I'm going to make pinch twists only because it's not that much that I have. I use the other half for what is the first card that I already made to show you. So I make 3 pinch twists, one here, so it goes, and then leaving 4-finger bubble, a tail, to connect it to where the back of the pinch twists are. And this is optional, but it can be fun. Just connect it there, and you can give it a fine, cute effect between the bubbles there. Now, you can use Sharpie time to make eyeballs, or you can use the stickers that I remember last Bling Bling Jam, Josh showed us the stickers. I like that because you can just peel them and then just put it in here where kids can see. And then you can put a smiley face. And that's what I'm doing with the black. Leave some space for teeth, even eyebrows, because it's a cartoonish idea. And with white, it can be a good idea just to add to the tires. Those are details, but I think even with all those details, it's kind of still looking like a cute car. Shaky your white Sharpie. And this is what I do. I look my design front and I make a circle. And then from the circle, I just go in across. And then the other side, opposites, the other angles here. Pew, pew. So close that. And I repeat that in each tire. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we try and do our best. That's what it is. Sometimes even my markers doesn't want to work, but at least people can see I'm trying.
Great job, Cecilia.
And thank you. Yes. And you can add more details with the stickers. I noticed it can save you time. And there is holographic stickers. It can be stars for cheeks or circles. But it's just something cute. Kids can hold their car from here. It's just a cartoonish concept, right? With a heart. So.
Oh, yeah. Let me get a picture of all that, Cecilia.
I wonder if it was too fast. What do you think?
Well, it's recorded for the people who are registered, right? We're not here for the first time, but I don't know. I think we got it. I don't think it was too difficult.
Yeah, awesome.
Let's see. Let me undo the pin. Let me undo the pin. Let's see who did it.
I know you guys
Great
dog
job, guys.
make it better, I'm sure. This is just a little kind of a concept, to play with. And imagine if you make even it can be a train, it can be different things. I don't know, a truck. I don't know what else you can
I
make.
think it's great for line work, Cecilia. It was really, really good, You guys
Awesome.
like that? Did you have any questions for Cecilia? Okay.
No. Now let's go with the Super Bowl trophy.
Oh, sorry, you're doing something else. Hold on, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
one
I
more.
forgot.
Yes, you need
Okay.
2 balloons, crowns, because you see, I don't know anything about football, but I know the trophy is this color, silver, right? And so let's go with 2 crowns and make sure you have a good quality. If it's not probably what is just going to happen, you will need more crumbs because it start popping the crumbs, right? So you just inflated like 7-finger tail. So inflated something like this and tied it. And this is kind of like for Kenneth Stillman, he will love this because it's whatever you do with one balloon, you will do it with the other one, and you do it at the same time. Now I just want to make sure I have good quality balloons. My balloons, man, I feel bad, but this is from Amazon.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. So, but it's okay. If it pops, we just fix it. So again, 7-finger tail approximately. And you're gonna do the same with the other one. So we start with 2-finger bubble, pinch twist. Make sure the first bubble you're gonna make, trying to lock it. So you make it as a pinch twist, and then with the lasso, you just pass it through like you're tying, so then doesn't get untwist. I'm trying to show you and do it at the same time, but maybe you know what I'm trying to do here. Just show you that, and it's lock, bang, and repeat. Same with the other finger bubble, twist, and lock. Okay. Now, the concept, it goes as a triangle, right? Like a little bit, slightly. So we'll start with 6-finger bubble, and eventually we're gonna end with 4. So this may be 6-finger long, the next one maybe 5.5, the next one 5, the next one 4.5, and the next one 4. So the idea is slightly, you're gonna go shorter a little bit there. So let's go with 6-finger bubble, twist, twist, twist. Grab your other balloon and connect it with the pinch twist. So, and now you connect the new balloon, and that is the one that is gonna go to the other side, measure 6-finger long. So it goes, it's a weaving. So twist it to the pinch twist. So you started this way. 6-finger long. Then you're gonna measure, 2-finger bubble and 2-finger bubble in each balloon. Repeat the same you do in one balloon, you're gonna do it in the other one. But remember, also a good idea is to twist very well. So twist it like at least 3 times at least. So you have 2 bubbles, and now the next one is approximately 5.5, right? Or what is just with your eyes, look something slightly smaller than the first 6-finger long. And you're gonna take it to this other bubble. So before you twist, don't forget, squish your balloon. So that way it doesn't pop. Twist it very well, and sometimes you forget, which one was the one that I just used? Usually the longest balloon you have is the one that is gonna be next to go with the other bubble, the same size now. So do it. And twist it very well, that way it's gonna be also easier to do the rolling concept of this bubble we just made. Is gonna go under and go through this part. So we do this also because in some way we're saving balloons, so that's why, and then we don't have to make pinch twists in each side. But if you want pinch twists in each side, it's okay. But now we have here 2 levels, and we just need to make 2 more levels. So let's keep going. 2-finger bubble, another 2-finger bubble. Now it's slightly shorter. So it's approximately 5, right? Something like that. Or 5, or, well, it's slightly, that's the idea. You know what? Check it out, which one is the longest one. That's the one that is gonna go to the other side. So squish before you twist. Twist, twist, twist. The same size now, and roll it. Nice and gentle. Now you are here, and You just need one more level because it's only 4 levels there. 2-finger bubble, another 2-finger bubble, twist very well, and make something slightly smaller. Twist, you look for the longest one, grab it, and measure the same size that is approximately 4-finger bubble. You started with 6, you end with 4-finger bubble, twist, roll it again, and you are here. Now, the fun part is you do this for line twisting, you can make bubble and bubble, each side to connect now that triangle moment. So you make 2 or 2.5, a little bit longer because it's have to connect in the middle, and the same with the other side, and twist it together. So you are here, you should be here. And from here, look, for some reason, one is longer than the other one, or look, one have less tip than the other one. So use the one that have more tip, make 2-pinch twists. That is gonna help for the football to have a little angle and more stable because it's a little bit inclinated, right? That trophy. So you make with the one that you have more space here, make 2-pinch twists, bubble, pinch twist, bubble, pinch twist. And now you have something like this. 2-pinch twist. And the football have to be with this. So you measure something here like 4-finger bubble, and here also like 4 or a slightly longer if you're gonna go with the idea that is bigger this side, but it doesn't matter. 4, twist, 4 to 5, and now they're gonna also cross one to the other one. So this is long part. It's gonna be approximately 8 or today between 8 to 10 finger long, something that it's gonna create now here the bubble. Oh, you have an extra little bubble here and you don't want to pop it because it's gonna be too hard. You can hide it later, or just just leave it there. It's gonna be worse if you're gonna too tight sometimes things, hot and tight. With this, have to go up and down. So kind of cover the emptiness here, twist and pass it the other side. And that is kind of an effect of what is gonna be the football. And I prefer not too tight, or I just make a little bubble, like a little bubble, and then I twist it down. And all those bubbles, I'm gonna maybe leave the small one in the front and the other one hide it, if I can. Or if it's not a big deal, sometimes let it be, because I try sometimes to fix those things, and that's when things pop. And it's not a big deal. And then with the pinch twist, the idea is help you to kind of give this more stable. You can go and say, oh, Cecilia, I hate this, like it's open too much. You can always grab a scrap or a piece of balloon, the same color, and just use it to tie it, to keep it, more a shape you want. But now, something you can do, and if you want, you have the stickers of NFL, or just here with white, it looks better. Shaky, and make the line. Oh, what is that word? Like just, the, see, I don't know. That. So you just like it's shoe it, not shoe it, and then create lines to the sides. Bing, bing, bing.
The stitches.
The stitches. That's what it is. Stitches. And this, it's the logo that I kind of memorized it. And I tried to make it, but I don't know if you can see it.
That's going to say like, the Patriots on there.
The Patriots, yeah, but Seahawks one, I guess. But
Paul?
This is what I do. I just make kind of like 2 double smiles. One smile next to the other one on the 3rd level. So 1 level, 2nd, the 3rd level, you will have all that to create a logo or use a sticker. But what I did is just 2 smiles, or whatever you want to think is that. Then go lower, all the way lower, and then the opposite side of what you did. Yeah. Then there goes a line. Then here N, F, long, and the middle. And then just the ball. You can check it out on Google how is the logo, but I make the football and then 4 points in each side.
You, Nick. On the stitches, they're also called laces because it could be it's a lace, like a shoelace. He's right. Thank you, Nick.
Now, think about this. It's 2 balloons. We made 2 balloons. It is fast. If you go to a party, you can put lights. You can put it on a headband. You have that 2-pinch twist, a very cool spot for headbands. or just give it to kids to just have pictures, have fun. I don't know what else could be better. That's it. You
I
did
love
it.
that, Cecilia. Let me take your pictures with the trophies. Big smile. She's going to go from football trophies to wearing a wedding dress. Can you stand it?
So that is,
That would make a great table decoration.
look, I
I
made
know,
it
right?
this morning with black. I don't think that looks that good, but I know that real one have more, like dimensions, but this is
Yeah.
fun and it
Friend,
works.
I
I'm going to
love it,
remove the
Cecilia.
pin. And did everybody make it? If you did, why don't you put it up so we can take a group photo of who made it? Okay.
Congratulations, guys, and thank you
You
for
guys
your.
ready? Hold
Very
on.
nice.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Did I get everybody? That was great. Any questions for Cecilia? No questions.
Great usable creations.
Great job.
Very nice designs.
Cecilia will be at the Bling Bling Jam, the only current convention she goes to. And she'll be getting married and teaching. So we're excited about that. Thank you so much, Cecilia.
Thank you, guys.
Hey,
I'm just going to mute
Steve,
you, Arla. Yes.
Steve,
Nick, where are you?
I'm right
Oh, there you
here.
are. Sorry.
This is a brilliant design. If you do Lightning McQueen, do this in brown, and this
Yeah.
could be the hook for the tow truck to make Mater.
Oh, I love that, Nick.
It's a very fast, easy Mater from Lightning McQueen.
I'm going to make you bigger for a minute. Can we see that? Do you mind? I'm going to take your picture. Hold on. You look like Mario. Thank you. I love that.
You got it.
You know, when I saw that, Cecilia and Nick and everybody else, for some weird reason, I was thinking Mr. Potato Head with brown, but maybe I'm wrong. When you first started twisting it, I don't know.
I will think about it, and now
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be thinking how to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was asked a long time ago to make that. So anyway,
Well,
awesome. Awesome.
Ken, I'm glad you're here, Ken Stillman, because you see, I love the idea of two balloons at the same time for line twisting.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Let me introduce everybody who just came on. Ken is a legend. If you guys don't know him, he is in Nevada. He's always at the Bling Bling Jam. Stephen Brenner, welcome. He's a magician and from Boston, was on my magic club. Saudi American Magicians, met him many years ago. Glad you're here. Let's see. Who else came in that we missed? Let's see. I think we got everybody else earlier.
Did you say Ken Stillman? Oh my God!
Is that you? Is that you, James? On? Is that James? I can't tell who that is.
I love you, Kenny.
Oh, hold on. I asked you to unmute. You got to hit unmute.
Okay, got it.
Oh yeah, you too. But James, is that you, James? He's trying to top it. I can't hear him. I think so.
I think Nick just.
That was Nick.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I love you, Kenny.
I love you, Nick.
Awesome. It's a loving group for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I love you, Steve and Cecilia and everyone.
Oh, thank you, David. We love you too.
I love you
And
guys.
glad you'll be back at Bling Bling Jam this year with more friends.
That is so
Glad
cool.
to
I'm
have
gonna see you again. That is awesome.
Yes, yes.
The beat.
All right.
Great designs, Cecilia.
Yes.
Great design.
Next we have, he came to his first Bling Bling Jam this past year. After Bling Bling Jam, he engaged to his fiance in Vegas. And Sam, are you ready? I just asked to unmute you. And he taught the last one amazingly. But I want to teach this concept, which again, he got excited, but he's going to teach it this time. Is there any way, Sam, you can turn your camera to the other way so we can see
like
you bigger than life?
horizontally?
Yes.
Probably.
And Sam is like you're in North Carolina, Sam?
Yeah. Hang on, I got
I get North and South mixed up. Please forgive me.
yes, they're very similar.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Did it work? I think it did.
Yeah, we just can't see your face, but that's okay. There you go.
Tripod a little.
Yeah, Sam had a concept that he posted a few months back that I really liked, and I had asked him if he would show it. Really cool. Well, he actually asked me about teaching on the Zoom, and I said sure. We like everybody to.
Okay. All right. Okay. Is that
Yeah, you're
okay?
good. It's great.
Okay, great. So first I'll start with I kind of just made this playing around for fun, which is pretty much every design I do. This is a I'm gonna take off that background blur because I think it's gonna mess it up.
Yeah, no worries.
I forgot how I did it. Uh,
You have to click your own picture and you will have choices.
Click my own picture. Okay.
Yes.
So on the video icon to the right of it is an arrow that goes up, and then it'll give you choices.
Okay. No. Sorry, I suck. Let's see. Da, 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 da. All right. No blur. Okay, we'll give that a shot. Get a little closer. I don't see all the junk in my house.
Don't worry about it. We all have it. It looks fine.
All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, uh, so this is from it's like a wicked thing. It's like a dualism type thing. Like basically it's the same or very similar concepts, but they're just, twisted together and kind of a forced perspective thing. You can see what you want to see, and I'll show you how to do that. Um, let's see. So it doesn't require very many balloons. Let's see. All I need for this, I guess it is quite a few balloons actually, but there's not very much air required in the balloons. There's a black and pink that are about the same length, maybe a little more than halfway ish. And I've got let's see, just a scrappy yellow and a green and a blush blown up the same length, but not very much, maybe like a few fingers, but make them as close to the same length as possible. So to start, we'll take our pink and black, and on each one, I'm going to make two pin twists that are about the same size. Like so. We're going to put those together. And we'll need to do some housekeeping later with this, but for now, I just need to get them connected. Take your black, bubble about yay long, and then an identical one and twist it back up into the group of pinch twists here. Over here. And then the same thing with the pink. We're going to make a bubble, but we're going to roll it through so it's connected to this. Alternatively, you can just twist the black and pink together in the first place. So we've got basically this little mess right now. So this is going to be like the long, skirt end of the dress. And we're gonna make just like the chest. We're gonna make maybe about half the length of the skirt. One bubble here. I would do 2 pinch twists here, like so. Put those together to make 2 pinch twists again. Here we are. And then we're going to match it with the black again. Again. And we'll put them together. So we'll make sure we keep these together as much as we can. We're going to twist them, these longer ends back together. So sticking on top of the pinch twists we've made there. Then we need to make the witch's hat and the crown, respectively. So we're going to start with the witch's hat. I think that's easier to do. It's literally just about a 4-inch bubble. And then a slightly longer bubble, like maybe 4.5-inch bubble, but not quite 5 inches. And then twist it back down here, like so. Kind of like a shark fin sort of thing. You know what? I'm going to make that slightly smaller so I have a little space left over with the black. Just a little bit. Because I'll need as much of this black as I can. That is. Okay. That's it for the black. For now, we're going to make the crown. I don't have a good way to do this, so I'm just trying to make it as simply as I can. And I know in the movies, it's kind of like I don't know, a boxy cone shape, sort of. It's tall, like a classic princess queen hat, I guess. I'm going to make a bubble, about the same length as a smaller black bubble. And follow that up with a relatively small pinch twist. Make a small bubble and another small pinch twist. So we have this. Make another bubble identical to this pink bubble here and twist it back into the pinch twist. And what we're going to do is we're going to fuse these two up top. I'm going to take 1 pinch twist here, and I'm going to twist it into this gap right here. But I'm going to force it back so it's difficult to see from the black side I have made here. And I'll show you how. So I twisted it back. A little hard to see, but on the other side you can see it's as symmetrical as I'm able to make it. It's not completely obscured, but it's enough that it's not as noticeable. With black that's left over, I'm going to need shortly. I don't need this pink anymore, so I'm going to dispose of that. Then we're going to get our green and blush. And you'll notice that I've tied these with somewhat longer stems here. The nozzles, so that we have some slack to use later. So we tie those together like that. And then we're going to basically put those around the hats up here. And I'm going to tie them on the other side with the remaining uninflated section. The simple knot here. So we have this right now. Doesn't look particularly attractive, but we're very close. There's all we need to do is I'm gonna just take both ends that we have suspended here and just tie them into this cluster of pinch twisted knee. That way they're out of the way, but they also help make the shape that we want, like make a round out of a 260 sort of. And same thing with the other side. So we have equilateral pressures here. All right, so now this black here, we're going to take and I'm going to basically wrap it over this green section here, and the stem will, or this nozzle end here will get twisted back into the twist over here. That will help me with the perspective I'm going for with this being a hat. And I'm basically just gonna squeeze that until, you know, it contorts mostly around what is gonna be the face here. The pinch twist, you'll see what happens is they're basically underneath the face balloon here and kind of helping make the rounder face-like shape. We can go ahead and take our yellow strap here. We'll do this for Linda's hair. A good width. You can either do the same thing with this, just wrap it around, or you can do that and follow it. I'll dispose of this. You can do that. Oh, unless they're facing the wrong way. Oops. And
That's okay.
you can twist this bubble here in the center so it's more like bangs or something like that. Let's see if I can do it without popping. Doesn't even really need to be all the way, just enough to, you know, show some distinction. Like so. There we go. But it's still enveloping the head shape here, just like the other side is really. And with this left over here, that's very simple. These are going to be the arms. They're uninflated. I mean, they're inflated, but they're not puffed up into a balloon. All we're going to do is basically divide it in half, like so. And we're going to take that half and we're going to tie it into the pinch twist at the waist here. And I like how you'll see how when I do that, the pressure will make it curve around towards the center, kind of just like a hose, sort of. It pretty much does that on its own. And then the rest, just tie that up into the neck head area and conceal it. And we're, of course, going to do the same thing with the other side. Tie it away. And then you're going to mess with the side here and make sure that all your ugly stuff is hidden away as best as it can be. And once we do that, you've got sort of this optical illusion type thing. And we're gonna, you know, be as neat as we can with this up here, just to make sure that we're concealing it as best as we can. It won't be 100%, but who cares? And this can easily go onto a flower base of some sort. I made one over here. something like this maybe. Um, Easily loops that through the bottom down here. And tie it up. Have a bracelet or headband or whatever. I made this a few times out and about. I've gotten fairly good responses from it. People like Witched. It's been pretty popular last couple of years.
I'm sure.
And I've made this crown silver before also. You could try doing that, or gold or whatever. I don't know what to call this fake concept, like twinning or like Jekyll and Hyde or something. The idea is it's really, two things that are very, very similar, but are like two sides of the same coin type of thing.
Yin and yang.
Yes, yeah. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it there. I don't know. But yeah, I've just been trying to
Let's
come
get
up
a
with
good
things that
picture
are.
with it with you, Sam.
Yeah.
First,
Okay, sure.
we want to see your face. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
And then let's see. I'm gonna remove the pin. Who made it? I think Cecilia made it. Who made
Oh.
it, guys? Let's take a group shot.
Oh, you did.
Fernando, did you make it? Let's see it. Okay, one,
Oh,
two,
Fernando made it.
one. Oh, Doug made it too. Okay, one,
Who?
two, three.
I'm scrolling.
Great job, everybody. Did you have any questions for Sam? That was great, Sam. Thank you for showing that.
And
Oh, sorry.
off that concept, I
Let me-
actually fooled around with something while everybody else was doing presentations. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
And this is a lot easier to do, but it's more relevant to the Valentine's thing. It's basically that same sort of concept.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody can tell what this is. I don't know. I never made this before, but
It's a bride and groom, a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
yeah, that works. Well, I guess they're not boyfriend and
But it
girlfriend
just got a
anymore,
bling.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
great.
And if you want, I can show that really quick. It's
Sure.
a lot faster than the other one.
Sure.
Let me grab the balloons I need for that real fast. I need a white. It's really only 3 balloons plus if you want to do a base or whatever. We have a white, a black, and some sort of skin tone. It could be black, or it could be brown, it could be blush, it could be some tan or whatever. It could be orange. I don't know. And
they have one that's like kind of peach. One of
yeah,
the
well, yeah, they totally ruined. I don't know who in particular did, but they had blush and then it became like orange peach sort of.
Right.
And then yeah, it was weird. But like the one I've been using for skin tones the most is Sempertex's what do you call it? Malibu Peach, I think, is the most identical to Qualitex's old blush to me. That's just my opinion. Close up a little bit more. Don't need much of this. About the same amount of skin tone as you would need for the Witched
So like
faces.
3 fingers.
Yeah, ish. So I don't have a standardized method to do this yet. It's pretty basic. With the black, I'll go ahead and make 2 relatively small pinch twists for the waist of the man's jacket. Like so. I will make a bubble about that length for a leg. Slightly bigger pinch twists for shoes. I just make 2, and I don't know if other people do this or not. I want to make 2 pinch twists together. The way I learned when I get 2 bubbles like this, I then twist them up, and you can square them pretty easily by taking either a leftover scrap or the balloon itself and just rolling it over the crevice there, like that. It's just a faster way to do that. And make another leg. So we have this. We can go ahead with part of the bride. Just make 2 bubbles here, similar to the pinch twist for the beginning of the room. Two bubble. You want them to be about the length of the guy's leg and shoe together. Like so. Going back to the guy, we will make another bubble approximately the length of the leg. We'll make a single pinch twist here. For his arms, I'm going to squeeze and stretch the balloon so it's not like too puffed up and he doesn't have like Hulk arms or anything like that, because the bride will have much thinner like spaghetti arms, and that's a pretty big disparity. But make them as thin as you can, because they'll also need to be soft because they're going to envelop the brides. And then another, just to finish it off, just twist that back into the original sequence twist again. And we don't need that, so we're going to get rid of it. The bride, see, make a relatively short bubble here, kind of like with the Wicked dress. Make one pinch twist. We're going to go ahead and introduce the skin tone. Actually, I think it's a good time because we need to mix it in with the bride there. So I'm going to start. We're going to put it at the up top on the groom's body here. And you know what? Put a little more air in this. Be on the safe side. Maybe about 4 fingers. I don't know. Like I said, I just came up with this, so I don't really have a tutorial made or really even know how to do it myself. Sorry. But you do that. Apply that into where the neck would be here. All right. Split it in half approximately. Now with the bride here, we're going to make a bubble about this big. And I'm going to twist this seam into this seam here. Like that. And then we'll tie the rest of this into the bride's neck here. All this left over is going to be the bride's arms. Make a matching bubble, white bubble over here. And then I'm going to really gently squeeze this so I have kind of like a veil over the bride's face here. Like that. And then the remainder of this you can use for like the, what do you call that? Like the trail, like, I don't know. Train something, I don't know.
The train. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right. I may not have quite enough. Yeah, that thing. And
Oh, that's the veil.
well, it's the veil, but it's like the long running part that like touches the ground, sort of.
Yeah, that's on the back of the dress. The veil is on the head.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right. I guess I should know this if I'm getting
Cecilia's wearing the veil. We
I
gave
don't
her a
have to
bling
wear it.
bling.
I don't care. But I don't quite have enough as I wanted to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pop this off and actually grab the 160 here. Stretch that. I don't know what brand these are, but these are very, very difficult to mouth inflate. I don't recommend doing that at all. And yet I did it. Tie that up there. And just make a very simple candy cane swirl. You can twist it or not twist it. I don't think it matters too much. And just swirl it back up here. Line that up. I just and as for basically all the twisting is done at this point. What we need to do now is we're going to connect bride and groom bodies together. We're going to take the arms for the man. We're going to slide the bottom of the dress through there. Oh, I made a huge mistake. Hang on. Push a bubble here. It's just balloons. Nothing bad could ever happen.
That's right.
Just if you can show to the camera, we can see.
Yeah, sorry
Right.
about that.
Thank
So
you,
basically what I was
Cecilia.
fixing, the way this should end, your veil here should go over the bride's face, but also go over the man's head also. It'll make more sense in a second here. But what I'm going to do is we'll connect the feet down here just by sliding a pinch twist into the bottom of the dress. So you got that. And then we're going to make it a tighter embrace by just twisting the waists together here. So we get this now. And as for the arms, basically the way I have it is the guy has his arms back towards her waist. She'll have her arms kind of around his neck. So you take this remainder here, divide it in two. If tied in that bubble there, just loop it once through the bubble. And then back to her. So we come up with something like this. Ish. Hopefully that makes sense. Sort of. I don't know if you really need to do any art or not on this, but if you do, I'd keep it super duper simple. Just make little eyes. And I'll make a little like upside down U, like for a happy closed eye, sort of. I'll do the same thing for her, except I'll add like an eyelash. Like so. And I'll do it on both sides just for perspective issues. Like that. And then we can put this onto whatever flower base, like I've done with this other one, and turn it into a headband or what have you. Just play with the, positioning and things like that.
Sure.
I don't know if anybody tried to make that or not. I apologize if you were trying to follow my instructions.
Let's take a picture with you with it, Sam.
But yeah, no, I thought that was kind of neat. I showed my fiance a few minutes ago. She thought it was really cute, so I guess it passed. But yeah. I don't know if you want to get a picture of it or whatever.
Yeah. Just
This
make
one
sure
looks a little nicer.
we can
Sorry, I
see
had
your
to say it.
face. Sam, I want to see your face too.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. That's great. Let's see if anybody did it. And did anybody make the bride and groom? Okay. Great job. That was great. Any questions for Sam? Great concept. I'm glad we got that. Is that like what I saw? I was like, I like that.
Oh, and all I had left, if you have time, just one little bonus thing. Wouldn't take very much time.
Okay.
Where did my mount go? It's just a one balloon design. This is like a little knight
Oh, I like
guy,
that.
suit of armor type thing.
Yeah, let's take a picture. That's cool.
It doesn't have very much air in it at all.
Right.
What you'll do mostly with this kind of thing is like experiment with like add-ons. Um, I can show you how to make it real quick. Doesn't
That'd
take
be
very much
great.
time at all. So I have like it's like more than halfway tail, probably like maybe like 11 fingers of tail or so. Um, I and I have to do this with the chrome for some reason. I feel like the chromes, or specifically the Qualitex chromes, are longer. I I just feel like that's the case. I could be wrong. That's just how it feels. And so I'll just make a bubble, like a 1.5-inch bubble, because this is miniature, like that. Make a small pinch twist. Follow up with a small bubble. A maybe 2-finger bubble, followed by a slightly longer bubble than that. We switch back to this little one. This one is a great one to practice your air management skills because I think I still screw it up sometimes. I want to make another bubble about the length of this arm. So this is going to be an arm, by the way, with the long little there. I didn't clarify that. I got that. I'm going to make 2 small, very small pinch twists for the waist area here. See how small those are? Very small. We'll make a leg. That's approximately the same length as this body here. 2 bubbles. I need to express this little. Might be running out. Air management. It's fun. These will be his feet. And honestly, I don't know if I have quite enough air, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. Normally, I do a bubble along the back here, but I'm just going to squeeze the balloon up to the neck because I've done that before.
And add on.
I'll make them look a little fatter when you do that. Then just make a matching arm like this, except this tail will be a sword. Small little bubble here. Matching pinch twist. The only difference with the arms is going to be that we make an arm bubble, but we follow that up with a pinch twist, and the remainder will be like a old, I don't know what you call that kind of sword, rapier or whatever. Very tiny pinch twist here, like so. And then just simple art. You can turn this into a hand here, since I'm making a small little bubble on the end. Hopefully you have a little air. And pinch twist it. Night sword instead of a day sword. Yes, okay. And then I would just do very, very simple art. You can pinch twist these on the bottom. Don't know that you necessarily need to. And like I said, this is more for me about add-ons. So like I made this little shieldish thing here. You could stick onto the empty hand here fairly easily via your favorite method. Like so. And actually the strap from that shield there, it's a pretty decently long strap. I can take this and just wedge it into the space in the helmet here. Not even twisting it, just wedging it in there. And looping that, twist it in half. I can even, twist it a little bit up here like that. It's kind of flourishy, swirly, feathery ish. And then the other end of that, I'll just push back into the helmet. Got a little thing on top here, like a feather or whatever. I don't know why they wear feathers on their helmets, but I guess they did for some reason. And then you can take that another step. I have over here just a basic one balloon sword. I'm sorry, one balloon horse that I started to make. Slide that through the little legs here. Little space there if you can make one. Probably undo the foot there, but it's not really into the world. And just finish the horse. I didn't make the back leg. That's pretty much the only part that's left to do. I would probably I don't know how you make your own balloon horse. It's something I make for Ema. Little tail. Get something like that. But just another fun, silly
Yeah,
little thing.
that's great. Let me get a picture of that.
Yep.
That's cool. Can you it's cut off the nose of the horse is cut off a little bit. If you can move it a
Oh.
little bit. There you go.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
made
now
like a
turn,
little
turn on
muzzle.
its side, turn on its side.
Yep.
No, now it's too far up. I'm trying to get the face of the nose in your
This
face. It's there we
like
go.
that.
Yep. That's awesome. Wow, that's so cool. I'm glad you showed that.
Yeah. Thank you. I like the fun little things. I think they're important, and especially
Yeah,
stuff that you can like turn into other stuff and
for
add on to
sure.
other things that you might have already be making.
Yeah,
Just
and I just want to piggyback on something that you did earlier to our conversation of Bling Bling Jam and what we're doing with the people that wanted less classes and more jamming. That was a great example of you jamming and creating the bride and groom, right, with your concept, and that's what
yeah.
it's all about. So I'm so glad that that was kind of on the moment that you did that, and that's how you become a good artist, right? And not a
Mhm.
formula person, right? Once you got an idea, you start learning, and that's what real jamming is about, and that's where we're at, right? And that was just really, really, really great. I loved it. Did anybody else make that?
Is there anything anybody like to
Oh,
see?
Cecilia did.
Hey.
Cecilia.
Oh, did you? Let me look. Oh, hey, there you go.
Awesome.
Also,
Yo,
yeah.
oh, and Darren. Oh, hold on,
It'd
Darren.
probably be way easier to make a two balloon one, but I don't know. I like the little challenge. Oh yeah, and for art, to
Oh
keep it
yeah.
simple.
Hold on. Let me make you pin you again so we can see. Got it?
Oh, sorry.
You're
Just something simple. This is probably too complicated. Just some kind of helmet or like a
oh, that's
cross or
great.
whatever. So there's something to do. I did kind of fooling around. I don't know why, but with balloons, I always gravitated towards making like characters and
Sure.
things of that nature, human shapes. And
Sure.
I was trying to come up with a one balloon human of some sort, and I ended up with that. So that was fun. But is there anything I can show again or try to
Any
explain better
questions
or questions?
for Sam? That was great, Sam.
But I actually did really like this one. This would
I like
probably be a
that
lot
too.
better too if you got like a 160 and made like the classic balloon heart and stuck it on top of this so it
So
envelops
wait a minute, wait a
that.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I got a question.
Okay.
Is the bride and groom you and your wife to be, or is that Cecilia and her husband?
I don't know. I just left up for interpretation.
Then you need more balloons for me.
Me and my fiance are different colors, so maybe not. But
Right.
um
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, I thought it was fun.
Me and my husband wear different colors too.
Oh, really?
Right,
Okay.
right.
You understand.
Yes,
But
that's
yeah,
awesome.
thank you.
Oh, it was great. Thank you. That was great. I have a question for everybody. And Darren, I don't want to put you on the spot as I always have done this. We have like 10 minutes left ish, and I'm
Oh.
going to go way over. Would you want to teach and stay, or can we put that on next time? Or is that what do you think, Darren? Oh, it would help if I unmuted you. Oh, I just you I hold on, Darren, do it again. You were unmuting and I unmuted. There you go.
Okay.
Darren,
So
Darren, tell me something. Would you like to teach us next time? Was there like 10 more minutes left?
yeah, no problem.
You tell me.
I've got a
What is
cute
it?
little
Show us.
bumblebee for
Okay.
it takes one
Okay,
5 inch
let's
round,
do that.
one 160. It
I
takes
love that.
it takes about 5 minutes.
Let's do
Or
that.
we'll do the Stegosaurus hat next week then.
Perfect. Oh my God, yes. I was gonna make a
Okay.
bumblebee
So
too for Valentine, so that's perfect. I like yours.
well, yeah, will you be mine?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
we'll do that really
Be
quickly
my
then. That should
Valentine. BEE.
nail it on it. Yeah. Or we could do this.
I'm just gonna that's Christopher. I'm just gonna mute you, Christopher, in Costa Rica. Okay, perfect. Darren, take it away.
Okay. Yellow
Oh, by the way,
5 inch
you
round.
guys, Darren's in Northern Ireland right now. It's almost 2 in the morning.
No, it's 3 in the morning.
Oh, 3 in the morning. Sorry, 3 in the morning.
Yeah. It's okay.
And
Okay,
he's
so
always at Bling Bling Jam.
yes, my favorite jam.
Yes.
So get a 5 inch round yellow, inflate about so much, and then you need to tie this right at the very top of that nozzle there. Okay, like that. So you got that space there. Grab a black 160, and I don't know if I can still inflate this. But I'm going to go.
I'll be careful.
Okay, so you're looking for a little bubble of about 2 fingers, tie it off. And then we're going to tie it a bit further down. This is going to make the stinger. Okay, so ideally we could use the bottom of the balloon, but I'm going to use it all. I'm going to try and do all the black with just one balloon. Okay, as we would do in line work. So that little space there up to the knot is going to be the stinger. Just trim that off, if I can see. So that's what you've got. This knot then, tie it to the end of that. And what we're going to do, this can be really awkward, okay? Tied on, yep. I'm going to squeeze the air into that space, push this knot down, and I'm going to try and make sure that I've still got that air in that space. Press it down, and with my finger and my thumb, can be quite fiddly. And grab it and twist.
Tulip twist.
Right there, yeah. And then just push that knot back in. So that's basically the hardest part of that, okay? So you've got the head and the main body. I don't know if anybody ever saw me make these, I called them 2Bs. So it was the head, the body, and with this, how I tulip twist that in, I made a pair of legs and then wrapped the pinch twist at the back and made arms. It was a really quick 2 balloon astronaut. So it was the same concept. With the rest of that black 160 then, I can't find my 160 pump, so it's going to look really awkward me trying to squeeze this over this pump. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Inflate. Tie off. Make a small pinch twist. Yeah, squeeze. And all I'm going to do is wrap that around that space, nice and tight, and into that pinch twist. Break off. Let the air out of this till I've got about 3 fingers, and then just tie that off. Just leave that for 1 second. Come back. Let the air escape. I'm just going to tie that so it doesn't unravel on me, and leave that pinch twist at the top. Now for For the wings, you could use 160. I like the really fat 260 diamond clear ones. So just a bit of air, make a small loop of about 4 fingers, push that knot through. Another one. So two identical loops, same size, break off, tie them two ends together so it doesn't unravel. And then all I'm going to do, if you want to get rid of them two bits there, you can do. Just trim them off. Okay. All I'm going to do is hold my pinch twist and then just rotate them. Rotate them. Don't force it around, you'll pop it. Okay. So one sits on one side, one sits on the other. The wee sting is coming out the back, like so. Cute little face on there. With the rest then, remember we left 3 fingers of air in that. Trim that off right down to the knot. All I'm going to do is separate that into 2 equal size bubbles and then squeeze that air into the bottom there. So what I want, ideally, is that with 2 equal amounts of air. And then I'm just going to tie that so the air doesn't escape from one side to the other. That's tied in the middle. So I've got 2 bits there. And all I'm doing is bringing that from the bottom to the top. And that just finishes it down, just one either side like that. Okay, for the, I don't know, antennae, whatever. And then just draw a cute face. And well, here's one I've made earlier, just Sharpie art. So it's just whatever you like. I kind of think that's cute. I'll put the rosy cheeks on as well. And it's a cute little Valentine bee. So will you be my Valentine? And then stick that in a candy cup. Yeah, something like that. So it's a cute little bee. And it's cute. It's quick for line work as well. I did one on the Christmas calendar, which used 5-inch rounds. Sorry, really big 11-inch rounds. It looked really, really cool. But again, it takes that much longer. It'd be more for a birthday party or decor or something. But that's really cool and it's quick.
Can I
So
get
that's
your
it.
picture with the bee, Darren, please?
Okay.
Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to get this. Thank you, Christopher. Okay, one, two, three. Well, turn the bee's head a little bit so I can see it face. Oh, wait a minute. Well, yeah, but you're covering your face. Oh my God. No, to the side. Smile. That's great. Oh God, Darren, hold on. I got the wrong picture now. All right, one more time. You're so funny. That's great. I'm gonna use that. I was gonna do one. I have a headband thing that I'm gonna show you guys. That's awesome. Let's see who made it. So we take a group shot. And then we're gonna talk a little bit more. I got some other things to share. That's awesome. Any questions for Darren?
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Darren.
Really, really great.
Just one more.
So fine.
Yes.
Sam, I love the night. Brilliant. Thank you so much. But Cecilia, I just put a
Oh, I love that.
I just put a loop at the back instead of a thing, and I didn't have a heart, so I just used a 5-inch round. But Nick was talking about Meta.
Yep.
That pin twist that was down there, I used it as a button nose, and then I just put a pinch twist, brought that across. So thank you again. That is an awesome design.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Cecilia.
And we actually jam with this group. See, that's what it's great. All pushed in the envelope. I love it. You guys, thank you so much. What a great night, as always. Big shout out to Paul Belanger. That was amazing. We're glad that you are going to be back at Bling this year. Big shout out to Cecilia. Amazing as always. Big shout out to Sam. That was great. Amazing. And big shout out to Darren. Amazing as always. And you guys are all amazing and make this all great. Thank you to all the people that are here for the first time. And remember, Bling Jam registration is open. And next month, I'm going to talk about the date right now for next month because unfortunately, we're all busy, right? Like I have other things I do besides balloons, and as well, and I schedule different things. There's only so many days in a week. And of course, no matter what day I pick, someone's mad at me. Like tonight, I was getting messages. Well, there's another event. I'm like, I understand that. There's only so many days I can do. And just like when I had Bling Jam in July, 10 events happen during it. I move it. other events. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to balance everything out. So we're all trying to fit our schedule together. So with that said, I know that Aaliyah hopefully will be on the next one, depending on the date, because I talked to her about coming on. And I know that Nick messaged me about being on, if that works for the date. And also Darren has some other stuff. So we can't do it in February till after Valentine's Day, right? And I know that I could probably do either Monday the 23rd. I'm sorry. I can either do Monday the 16th or Monday the 23rd or the 18th or the 25th. So why don't we do a Monday? I know it's President's Day. Is that a bad day or a good day to do that on?
Good day.
Day. Let's do the 16th. That's after Valentine's Day. It's a Monday. Again, sometimes it's going to be Wednesday, guys, like it was today. I got to do it when I can fit it in. Okay. So understand that. But quick question, does that work for Aaliyah? And does that work for Darren? And does that work for Nick? And you guys all want to be on? And if not, it's okay. I have plenty of time to get others too. Does that work?
Steve, I don't know if I'll be on that night because I have a
No
gig
problem.
that night.
No problem. If not, we'll have you on another night.
What are you doing?
For sure. Aaliyah, does that work? Yes, perfect. Okay, so the 16th, you guys, 8 to 10 will be the next Zoom. Okay. And remember, the first one's complimentary. After that, you got to register for the convention, and you get these with replays in a private group, along with the replays of the twisting classes. And this helps us keep everything moving, keeps us together, a great community. And I hope you guys learned a lot tonight. It's always great. And also, always sharing some tidbits on making money and thinking out of the box because it's a great hobby, but balloons cost money, your time costs money, conventions cost money, right? So love the idea of what Paul was showing tonight, okay? And everybody's ideas, of course, but Valentine's Day, what can you make to deliver or something like that if you want to make some extra money? Okay, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. So if you're looking to make some money during a slow winter season, okay, I don't know, Valentine's Day is not usually slow, but if you are, take some of these ideas, put them on Instagram, tag local businesses in your area, and you'll be surprised. I know I tag some businesses and I'm getting calls from those businesses on Instagram. And think strategically of how to grow your business. And when you live a life of abundance and you're willing to share, like we're all willing to share our concepts of balloons, you can share your business side too, because there's enough for everybody. And just ask Nick. He'll tell you, right? If we can do, everybody can do it. So that's what it is. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. You guys have a good night, and thanks for being here. I love you guys. This is recording. I'm going to get this in a private group, and like I said, the people that I find you and you accept it. I know Facebook group accepting is kind of weird now. You have to. What I'm probably going to do is message each person directly because for some reason they don't see the invite until I have to do something else or send an email. It's kind of weird how they do it now, but we'll make sure we take care of that. You guys have a good night, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank
And
you, Steve.
thank
Thank
you
you,
guys,
Steve.
and happy
Thank
Valentine's
you.
Day, everybody.
You too. Thank you,
Take care.
everyone from San
Good
Diego.
night.
Of
Good
course. Oh, and
night.
by the way, one more thing on Cecilia's wedding. Okay, let me know if people are interested. Everyone's in the wedding party, but anything specific, so we can talk about it. As we're going to have different things we're making like a real wedding now. Okay, and if you have an idea or something, message me. And if anybody is watching their weight, I know I and several people have joined. It's complimentary. We're trying to Roxanne's on it with me, and we're trying to lose a little or just be, I mean, she looks great, just be healthy so we look good for the wedding, and that's the goal. So message me, the more the merrier, and it's complimentary. It doesn't cost you anything. Just want to be motivated to look good and feel good, because when you put a balloon dress on or you put a balloon shirt on or anything that you wear that's balloons, it makes you look bigger, unfortunately. So we all want to look good because we know the media is going to be there for this one, and I don't want you guys to miss that, not Kodak moment, that unbelievable, real movie moment. You guys have a good one.
Thank
Overnight.
you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.